What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Pages for Rock Bottom. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kim, and I'm struggling over here because I tried to put chapstick on, but it's fine.
Real quick.
Real quick. So tonight, viewer discretion is advised. We're going to be talking about drugs, alcohol, addiction, all those things. So if you are triggered by those things, please just be advised that we are going to be talking about those things. So tonight we are welcomed by Miss Brandy. And we want to thank you very, very, very much for being here because she is sick. So let's show her some love tonight, right? So talk a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
My name is Brandy Smith. I'm 35. Born and raised Sauter County area. Oh, all through that location. Not really a permanent spot. Never has been. Married, so I live in Tyner, Kentucky. Let's see. I am a case manager. Why can't I get into the meeting? I don't know. Oh, sorry. I have people message me wanting to know why they can't view the live. Okay. So I have a pretty big family. I'm 1 out of 10. Yes, 1 out of 10 kids.
Same. I think
yeah.
I'm 11. I think 11. I have 5 brothers and 5 sisters.
So there's 5 girls and 5 boys. So I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a 6 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm the oldest on my dad's side and then youngest on my mom's side.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3 mothers, same dad. Yeah, it's a pretty big family. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Same.
Yep.
So from Sauter, I want to just take this moment though so I don't skip over it. And we just want to take a moment to honor you on your clean date, December 22nd, 2017.
Yes. Yes.
You just had your rebirth date.
I did. It's awesome.
Yes. I think that's a big milestone. You know what I mean? So, we wanted to honor that. What is she doing?
Thank you.
I've seen Stacy's phone.
Stacy said, "Why don't you put it on the screen?" Stacy said she's also monthly, but love her. Mouthy.
I am definitely mouthy. Very, very mouthy. If not need to be.
Yeah.
If I need to be.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all get a little mouthy sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
I have gotten a lot better. I have gotten a lot better with time and age. Okay, I have, Stacy. Okay.
I think I've gotten worse.
I can really say that I've calmed down a lot with how I behave and how I present myself. I really have. And that's taken a lot of time and a lot of healing. Hi, Gracie May.
So we'll be showing comments throughout the segment.
So that's my daughter.
I assume because she commented on one of the posts that I posted, and she's like, "I'll be there." Mama.
Yeah, I kind of drug her through my mess, so I'm so grateful that she's here.
Yeah, I have one that I drug through my mess too, and we have a pretty decent relationship. We could talk more though, to be honest.
Well, with me and Gracie, it's kind of rocky. There's a lot of things that she don't forgive me for, and I know that. And she has all rights to feel the way that she does. The only thing I can just do is show up every day and show her that I'm not going back to that life and that I will do everything in my power to be the best mother that I can be now,
Yeah.
And I think I show her that through her little brother. So, yeah. So, I guess we can just kind of maybe jump into it, maybe.
Yeah, let's start. Take a step back to the beginning where everything began.
I'm not going to really talk about my childhood. Everybody's had a fucked up childhood. Okay. Everybody's had, some's had it worse. Some's had it more, some people like us, they had the best childhood ever. However, mine was absolute shit. There was no consistency, Nobody was reliable. Nobody was dependable. Everybody was expendable. They was just never stayed there very long.
Yeah.
So I would say that my childhood did play a role into my active addiction, but it also allowed me to use that as a crutch to continue to fuck my life further, right? And it took me a long time to realize that. Okay, it really did. It took me years, and like I said, it took me a lot of healing. Um, my childhood. Never stayed in a school long enough to be able to obtain information, so my educational level was shit. Um, Moved from place to place, no stability. Um, it wasn't good. So, um, needless to say, like at age of 13, I started dibbling and dabbling here and there, not just kind of testing the waters a little bit, because that stuff wasn't talked about at 13. You didn't hear nothing about drug addiction or being addicted to that. That was not heard of. Okay, it just wasn't. So I would say it was kind of like dibble and dabble, but what it really did is it really took off at like age 15. I got pregnant with my son. Um, at 15, I had him at 15. He was premature, and they gave me Percocet fives. Now, mind you, not addiction wasn't talked about, so um, it just wasn't talked about. And I didn't see a problem in it because I've watched everybody do drugs and alcohol, criminal activity my whole life, so that was my normal. Okay, but I was snorting them Percocets at the Ronald McDonald House in West Virginia with my sister, which I'm not
Yeah.
going to discuss on here, and my mother.
Mm.
That was a 15-year-old. Okay. Now, mind
Yeah.
you not, I'm just going to keep it straight to the point. I should have never had no kids at the age that I did because, for one, I didn't know who I was, what I liked, what I didn't like. I did not know what self was, self love was, what morals, values. None of that shit. All that shit come way later. Okay, it
Yeah.
come way later. I didn't know
Yeah.
what a woman was. I didn't know. I didn't know none of that. But I was having babies, being a baby, and it filled a void later on that I thought filled a void. Like there's so much with time and in your recovery, like everything, it starts to expose itself throughout my life. But it took a long time, and it took me a long time, and hurting a lot of people and putting people in really bad positions and burning bridges to realize the things that I do now. So I'm gonna say 15. um, I started doing pills, um, just Vicodins, Lortabs, and I know it's justifying it,
Lord
but
tabs. Oh my God. I haven't heard that
Lortabs,
one.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
A long
Lortabs, those
time.
were my things.
Yeah.
Those were absolutely my things. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about nothing else. Okay, but that's what it was. Um, and then, um, literally right after that, I met Miss Gracie's dad, and I couldn't find my Lortabs, and I had gotten pregnant with Gracie right at 16, a little bit after 16, and I got introduced to what Oxycontin was. Um, and it was over from there because I'm like, less powder and I feel amazing.
Yeah.
Not knowing, I still, this was just fun. This wasn't what drug addict. I'm not a drug addict. That wasn't even discussed during that phase of my life. Um, so mind you not, I used all the way up until like 3 weeks before I had Miss Gracie.
Mm.
And again, the hospitals weren't keen on that, or like they weren't educated. I don't know, but they let me take her home,
Yeah.
and like it still wasn't talked about. So here I am, 16, two babies, and my mama Ruby, she helped raise me from like age 12, full time from like age 12 on. By the time that she we got to her, it was too late. There was too much shit that happened, and it just kind of took off from there. So I'm 16 with two babies. Now my grandma's helping me raise these. Well, she's raising them. I'm not. I'm not raising them. Um, And then it was just Oxycontin from there until I believe I would turn to 18. And then I got introduced to the needle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and when I got introduced to that, it was over with. There was nothing that was going in my body that wasn't going in that. It just wasn't. And then I ended up getting involved, CPS involvement,
Yeah.
because I needed to go take care of my business, and I wasn't present, and my grandma was getting older to where she couldn't take care of him like she couldn't take care of him no more, and it wasn't her job anyway. But it was just a whole mess. A lot of things that I just wasn't ready for it. I just didn't know any better. When you don't know no
Yes.
better, you don't do no better. You just don't.
Yeah.
So then that was the first CPS involvement that I had, and they tell me that I need to go to drug treatment.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
That was
What's
my
that?
first thing. What?
Yeah.
They're like, you're a drug addict. I said, what?
Yeah.
What? What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
This was just fun to me. It was fun. No, no, honey, it's not. This is not going to be fun for you. And had I known better, had I just known better. But here's the thing, though. There was a reason why I didn't know no better, because there was things that I had to go through in order to get to where I am today, so I could save many lives. Or I could just be that one person that can say, I've been there.
Yeah.
And, I just had to go through what I had to go through, and it's a lot of shit. So be prepared, honey. Be prepared, because I'm about to let you have it, okay? I bar none, because if there's one thing that I hide and don't say, that's one thing that somebody's hiding, that someone isn't talking about, that is keeping them bound up. So I'm a straight shooter, okay? You ask me a question, you're going to get the answer to it, whether it makes you uncomfortable or it doesn't, just because I know that if I didn't have those people in my corner, I would never be where I'm at today. Never. So let's see. 15, 16, so 18. So needless to say, treatment didn't last. I've been to treatment. I went to treatment like 15 times. Okay. 15 times. Okay. In the midst of that, I had a couple other children, that I necessarily don't talk about much, that I believe that I was blessed to have, but they weren't meant to stay with me.
Oh, I have one of those.
Do I love them dearly? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Am I their mommy? Absolutely not. I don't kiss their boo-boos. I don't wake them up for school. I don't buy them clothes. I'm not their mother. I'm their mother, but I'm not their mommy. That's a big difference. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm just not. So needless to say, my oldest son, his name is Isaiah. He's deaf mute. And then, Miss Gracie, she's 18 now. Jesus. And then my other two, they are in very good homes. They are very well taken care of. They don't really know me, and that's probably a good thing. Let's see. So let's see, 21. So 18, in and out of treatment. They're trying to give me my kids back, and I get my shit together, and then I don't. Then I get my shit together, and I don't. And I go to treatment, and then I don't. Then it's just, that revolving door. When you're not ready, you're not ready. And it took me a really long time to realize that I'm different. And then when I put drugs in my body, I'm a completely different person.
Same.
It's not the drugs. I'm allergic to them. You put that shit in my body, and nobody's safe. Okay, nobody's safe.
Yeah.
I will destroy anything and everything in my path to make sure that I have that substance, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. I will probably use any substance if it changes or alters the way I feel at that point.
I was that way. Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see, 21. I got introduced to methamphetamine. Yeah, that's the devil, honey. That's the devil.
Yeah.
Phew. If I didn't sell my soul for that shit, um, I did sell my soul for that shit, man.
Yeah.
But there wasn't nothing I wouldn't do for it, you know.
That's my
Um,
brother right now. Like, he's still out there, running and gunning it. And like his first time he ever did meth, like he's never stopped. Like,
hmm
and he was in his 30s, I believe, when he first did meth. Like, and it's like ever since he started, and it's like he's never like he just won't stop, will not
Man,
stop.
that's the straight that's the direct way straight to hell. You hear me?
Yeah,
It's,
I believe that.
it is. You die the minute you stick that shit in your body. The minute you do, and it's so addictive. Because you don't feel anything that you've been feeling that you don't want to feel. You don't feel none of that shit. It's gone. It's not there. Like you were just a shell of a person. So I'm just gonna say, me being a mom, I was not one. Okay, I was having these babies that I couldn't take care of, that I couldn't love fully because I didn't know what that was. Okay, and I couldn't be a mom because I never had one in a manner that normal people do because I could see at an early age that my family was different. My mommy was different. My multiple different daddies were different. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
And a lot of just a lot of bad shit. And when you know better, when they had me go to treatment at 18, like that's when it started. It didn't click, but you take a little piece of treatment with you, no matter how many times you go. There's something
yeah,
you learn or something that you store every single time,
yeah.
right? Um, I was the worst person you could ever meet, really, like bottom of the barrel junkie. Um, and I didn't care who I hurt or who I put in harm's way, including my children. You know, uh, if I could take that part back, I would, but I can't. Um, there would be times where they would go without food, and I just couldn't. I couldn't care. It's not that I didn't care; I just couldn't, because it was either me get better, that way I could pretend to be a mom, or I'd be sick, and I just couldn't have that. And that it was selfish. It was very selfish of me, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. I just
Yeah.
couldn't. There,
That's the power of addiction right there.
Yes,
and it still it didn't click. All
Yep.
those times in treatment, all hurting my kids and put my kids through things that they shouldn't have went through. Um, and I was just so mean to them, and just not. Yeah, I was mean. I was mean to them and just kind of pushed them away, but they were there, and God forbid I let someone else take care of my kids. I was just so selfish. Like I had to have them with me, despite if I was there, not there. Like I was, it was bad. It was real bad for them. It was real bad for them, and I have to live with that every single day. But what I do know is today I'm a completely different person, and I show that through my actions. And I know Miss Gracie sees that; she knows that. Um, so I got involved with that methamphetamines, and boy, oh boy, I thought I found the love of my life.
Oh yeah.
I fell in love from that first poke with that. I did. Nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered in the world. And I'd do anything for it. I'm not going to get very vulgar on here. Everybody knows. Anybody that's
Yeah.
been in that life, they know. Um,
We know.
and it
We
was a
definitely
struggle,
know.
man. It was a struggle. So I'm gonna push forward just a little bit. Um, so I'm going through this mess. I've been in and out of treatment, having these babies. I used with every single one of my children except for one. And that's when I was just dibbling dabbling with Isaiah. It was like, tried this
Yeah.
once or twice, tried this once or twice. But my other ones,
Full
except for
blown.
this, except for baby holding, okay? Never used the substance, not once. But we'll get into that. Um, and still, I didn't realize that, I had a problem for a long, 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 long time. Um, so let's see. let's jump in. Oh, so I also struggled with being alone, the codependency, having to be with
Oh,
somebody. I could
yeah.
not stand to be alone. So, I always had to be with somebody. Always,
Mm.
despite whether if they were physically abusive, mentally abusive, it didn't matter. I didn't care. I didn't care. I had to have somebody. So I'm going to jump into, because the good part is my recovery. That's what y'all want to hear. Um, my childhood was trash. Um, Anything that you can think of in active addiction, I've done. Okay. I don't want to jump into that. Everybody knows what that looks like. At the bottom of the barrel, all the things, all the
Ah,
stuff. I've done it.
yeah. Homelessness.
2026.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sis.
Sitting on
Yeah,
couches, going to
I was
jail.
one of those. You couldn't trust me around your house, your man, none of that.
None
No,
of
ma'am.
it.
None of it.
Yeah.
So say, what was it? 20? No, it's 2016. 2016. I ended up bringing my um, youngest daughter home from the NICU because she was born addicted to methamphetamines and fentanyl. And I don't know how the hell I got to bring her home because should have never done that. They should have never done that. They just kept letting me take my kids home and no consequence, no consequence, no consequence, no consequence. Okay, okay. So I got her home, and her dad was there, and he decided one morning he was just going to get up and go to Columbus and leave, and poof, gone. I got this brand new baby. I got all three of my girls there, and I'm strung out on dope. So, um, and this is the kicker, because this is what saved my life. Despite how bad this might seem or what people might have to say, probably need to talk to your sponsor. So, 2016, was it 2016? It was 2016, April 16th, 2016, 2017, was it? I think it was 2016, maybe. Might have been 2017, I don't remember exactly. So I've been up on methamphetamines for 14 days. Mind you not, I've got two little girls and an older little girl. Miss Gracie was trying to take care of these children that was not her responsibility. Like, the weight was on her shoulders and she was a baby.
Yeah.
So I don't really remember much. I remember I was sick. I got some fentanyl. No, I'd been up 14 days. Ended up, I don't know what happened. Falling out, I guess, because I was up for so long. When I woke up, um, my ex, he left treatment, so he comes to my house, and um, I tried to get a pack, couldn't get a pack, and he went out and got some. Little did I know it wasn't fentanyl. It was carfentanil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know nothing about that. It was carfentanil. So only thing I can remember is I did mine, and I woke up at the hospital. That's all I remember. So the fact is um, I overdosed. Um, my ex overdosed. My was 7, 8 year old. She was 8. Brought her sister in the house after making her play outside all day long, watching a baby all
Mm.
day long. My toddler had touched carfentanil on the table, and she overdosed too. Um, my brother saved my daughter's life and mine. I was hit 9 times with Narcan, and my daughter was life-flighted to Children's Hospital. They woke me up at the hospital, and they asked me where my kids were, and I said, "What kids are you talking? What kids are you talking about?" They said, "You almost killed your kid." I said, "Which one?" I remember
Mm.
that. Which one? Just a pure, just like, which one? That was it.
Yeah.
Then they took me from the hospital and they took me down to the jail and they said, we're going to charge you. And I don't know about any other addict, but I know with me, my whole life, I felt real heavy. The world was just so heavy, and it was like something was sitting on my chest, and I had a backpack that was just so heavy that I just could not. I just could not. It was just so. The world was. It was so heavy, and I remember, honey, when I tell you, I remember this. I can't tell you the feeling. I can't tell you. I can't explain to you the way it made me feel, but it was like I heard. And I believe in God. I'm not a Bible thumper, but I do, and I rely on Him for my day-to-day needs and my struggles.
Same.
And when they told me I was going to jail. I'm going. You're going to prison. I said, okay, all right. Um, and it wasn't right then and there, but it was a few days in jail where I felt all that weight just gone. It was just gone. And he's like, it's okay. I'm like, okay. So stayed in jail, fought a lot. Um, that lifestyle, that crazy. I was crazy, man. Um, but I ended up going to court, and they said you're going to prison, and my kids were put in foster care, and I'd burn all the bridges, and my family, they weren't in a position to
Yeah.
take care of themselves, let alone children. Um, so it started a really bad cycle there for them. Um, Man, when I tell you, God put me in a position to be by myself with myself, He saved my life. He absolutely did. He knew exactly what He was doing. He was right on time, too.
Oh,
He was, honey. He was on time. Um, we might not see the vision, but He does way before we do.
I
So,
believe that. I
the
believe that
worst place
wholeheartedly.
that you could, yes, the worst place that you could have stuck me is by myself with myself, alone by myself with myself. And He knew. He was like, see, my God, He's got a sense of humor, right? He does. He was like, okay. He was like, yeah, I've got to set you down, and all the distractions have to be removed, and that had to be prison for me. It really did. It had to be, and and some people prison's not that don't do good for them. Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't. But man, oh man, it saved my life. It really did. He set me down. He removed all distraction, which that was men, drugs, children, trying to be something I'm not, which is a mother. I was not. I was not. Um,
You finally got to face yourself.
Yeah.
Man, that was the hardest thing in the world because I could blame you for everything. Everything that was
Absolutely.
happening in my life, it was your fault. You did this. You allowed this to happen. You
Yeah.
just, it was a blame game. It was all because of this, all because of that, all because of this. And He's like, I got to set you down. And
Mm.
my bad decision, and it was a choice that I made. He took that bad decision and He turned it into something good. But He said, you gotta go sit down for a while. So He did. He set me down a few years. Honey, when you're big and bad until the prison doors open, and girl, I was scared to death. I'm like, oh, I said, oh, you got to turn around. You got to turn around. You got to turn around. He said, E-Step, you got to go in here. I said, oh, I said, no, 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 no.
Yes.
Them gates were scary.
Yes.
So this was Marysville. They opened those doors and I got scared to death. And I've been big and bad my whole life.
Yeah.
And Colette was it Colette? I think it was Colette. It might have been the other one. Well, anyway, they said I had to go in there, so I did. And the first thing that they fed me was a turkey patty.
Oh,
Have you been to prison?
no, thank God.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Because when I tell you that thing chewed back in your mouth. I
Yeah.
absolutely lost it. Okay, it chewed back at me. Absolutely not. I said I cannot. I absolutely cannot eat this. Baby, I ate that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So initially, I do all my stuff there, and then they send me to DCI because my level. And
Yeah.
I just honestly, when he removed all that weight and that baggage, for some reason, I just knew everything was going to be okay. I was just real
Yeah.
calm. And that was different for me because I've always been really obsessive compulsive, and I've been, I was such an angry person. So needless to say, I get put in DCI, and I utilized that time. I figured out why I was the way I was. And, I surrounded myself with people who didn't care to hurt my feelings, because nowadays you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, okay? Oh my God. You don't want to, it's just like a diaper that you want to put on people. Here you go.
Yeah.
It's okay. Well, in my situation, there was none of that. These women were in there for murder. They weren't never
Yeah.
coming home. And they didn't care to hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
So I would say some shit like, I was a great mom. They're like, no, you was a piece of shit. Because I honestly, I just I left all that baggage and trauma and all that shit. I left it in prison. I didn't let that shit follow me home. But I did. I let all of that shit out. And I was able to, talk with people and get a clear perspective of what I was, which I had no idea. I was a junkie. I knew my name, my date of birth. I couldn't tell you what my favorite color was, what I'd like to eat. I couldn't even tell you what size shoes I wore. Because, I was stealing those off my friends. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Couldn't tell you what size pair, that's the facts. You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing I was worried about. But I utilized that time, and I was able to figure out that, a lot of that shit I brought on myself.
That's it.
That's the
That's one of the
facts,
hardest
man.
things. Yeah. That's one
It's
of
a
the
hard
hardest
pill
That's
things.
to swallow.
that's hard. That was
It
the
is.
hard. Even though there's a massive amounts of women in prison, he put me by myself with myself in a room by my. That's the scariest place you could have put me, was by myself, to look at me, because I did not like who I seen. I didn't like that person staring back at me. But through time and someone telling me about myself, I was able to figure some things out, and I was able to implement some morals and values. What was those? What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
how
Yeah.
to they tried to teach me how to be a lady, but in that early stuff, okay, like I'm real ratchet and all of that stuff. I really was, honey. I really, really was. It was bad. Um, but I had to learn that, one, you utilize your childhood as a reason to allow yourself to make all these other fucking decisions. And because of your inability to take personal responsibility for this, so you got, and I've taught this in my classes, you got
Yeah.
three different bubbles. You got your childhood, which is one bubble. And then you got the middle one, which is the bullshit and your active addiction, all the bad shit, right? And then you got a third bubble, which is your recovery, right? So in prison, now mind you, I went to treatment, and there are some things that I did learn. Okay, I didn't utilize them, so I had tools, wasn't willing to utilize them, and I was so stuck inside myself that none of that mattered.
Mm.
Um,
That's it right there.
but I started implementing that in prison. Like, I went through their little outpatient shit that they did. And believe me when I tell you that helped me more than any inpatient outside of prison, because them women, they didn't care to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
I don't care to hurt your feelings. Me today, I don't care to hurt your feelings. If it's going to help you, I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Right? So I think going through, having to go to prison, and for what I went to prison for, which was the F3 endangering, um, um, may not change my life. It really did. I think I got on Vivitrol a month before I got out of prison, because, like, I knew how I was, and I didn't know if I was fully okay, and I wasn't. It takes years to unpack that shit,
It
and I'm
does.
still healing.
Same.
But I'm gonna tell you today, though, baby, listen, listen, listen. They let me out of prison. I burn every bridge. So guess what? I got to go to a halfway house.
Oh yeah.
And I told them, I'm going to have a better car than you. I'm going to better have a house than you. And I'm going to keep my shit together. And when I tell you they laughed in my face, they
Mm,
did. Because, of course, we're all going to say that. And there's a lot of people that said the exact same thing I did. And they're back in prison or they're dead. Or they're on their way there. Or they're just absolutely living in misery.
yeah.
Um, so I did. I worked my tail off. I got my first little Taco Bell job.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Little Taco Bell.
Girl, I went to
Little
Burger King. I didn't get. I got
little
out of treatment
halfway
with
house
Burger King.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And I'm working all these hours and I'm getting these little dollars because $9 was a lot to me. Okay,
Yeah.
that was like, oh my goodness, it humbled me a lot. I was able to get my driver's license while I was in there, and I had saved up a bunch of money, almost close enough to get my first car that I actually paid for. Um, It does something to you when you're in prison and you have absolutely nobody because you think you have all these friends and you're this and you're that and everybody's got your back. Ain't got shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Ain't nobody ain't got shit for
Yeah.
you when you ain't got something to give them.
Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
stayed in prison and I had to learn myself because I literally had nobody but me.
Mm.
My sister wasn't an active. My kids, I've done put them through absolute hell. And I just had nobody, man. I've had burnt every bridge that I had, and man, I got to figure out who I was.
What was that like? Like when you did finally figure out who you were?
Well, that was just the tip of the iceberg in prison. Like I was just starting to, you know, I'm like I kind of like her.
Yeah.
Some days I'm like, oh, I don't like you,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because through all the grief, and all of the guilt and shame, like that just didn't go away. Like that took years. And still it does pop up sometimes.
Absolutely.
But I started liking myself a little bit. I started showering every day. Like that was
Yeah. Good for
that's
you.
normal. You know what I'm
Yeah. That's
saying?
awesome.
That's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's great.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
You're not allergic to water, honey. You know what I'm saying? Or a brush.
Yeah.
Or a, or a toothbrush, man. Like
Yeah.
those are
Or
your best
sure,
friends.
brushing your teeth, was that a thing? Like I
Those are
get it.
that is your best friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. You start appreciating
And
all the little things at
yeah,
first because you
man.
didn't do it. You didn't do
And
it.
it's
Like
just the
yourself.
little things. It's the little things that you miss the most. Like, man, just the smell of air. Or
Yeah. Mm.
so then my sister lets me come home.
Oh.
Yeah. And me and her, that's my best friend. For
Mm.
real.
Yeah.
We're we're heavy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, we can either be really good for each other or we can be really bad.
Mm.
And see, this is how God works. Right? My sister's got 8 and I've got 8. So there's always a plan and purpose, right? I think he knew that if she was using when I got home, it would be a matter of time.
Yeah.
So he intervened in both of our lives at the same time, different places. So she could be for me what I needed for her to be when I
Mm.
got home, and vice versa, because we can destroy each other, just me and her together.
Yeah.
But together with us clean, so great. We're both dumb in a box of rocks, okay?
Yeah.
But it works. Uh, So she let me come home, and I'm still working. Okay, I'm still working. My father, CJ, he let me use his truck for 2 weeks. That way I could get just enough money to get this Chrysler 300, girl.
Oh, fuck
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So he let me use his truck, and when I tell you the brake line, he said you got to tap on that because if
Yeah.
you push on it, it'll snap. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm driving all the way from Portsmouth to Chillicothe in this big ass truck.
Oh
So finally get the car, and I'm like, I can't continue to keep driving this far. Like, I'm falling asleep on the way home because I would work all day, all night, just so I could get,
no.
that
Yeah.
extra money to get this car. Um, I ended up getting the car, and then I was like, they were looking for RSS at some treatment facility. Thank God they're closed now, because absolutely would I not never. um, I worked there for like 2 weeks, and then I had reached out to a few friends of mine, and I got a job in town in Portsmouth, um, and that's where my adventure started and work in the recovery field. Now, mind you, not I'm still was a work in progress, and I still am today. And I was still super ratchet then. Okay, really, honey, the long nails. The Listen, if you could have met me 2019, 2018 to now, you were like, who is she? I mean, because God does dramatic changes, right? He really does. Um, and that's what his promises are. I
Yeah.
rely on him. I rely on him. And I would tell you, there has been some shit happen in my recovery that I could have thought would have brought me back. And it hasn't, right? It really hasn't. Um, I had baby Holden. He is 5. Didn't use no substances with him at all whatsoever. He has never met a. He's not been around no drugs. He doesn't go without food. He doesn't go without. He has so many toys, honey. I got thousands of dollars in toys for absolutely no reason, because he will not play with them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
They'll play with them for a little bit, and then they go in the closet to collect dust.
And
Something.
that's okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
okay.
okay.
Today I'm not letting them open their Christmas presents and then taking them back to Walmart, or it was Kmart back then. But um
Oh, Kmart.
yes, yes, the Kmarts. My recovery, like, I've had to really take a deep look at myself, and I think that's most important for everybody to know. Is like, you have to take a really, really deep look at yourself, and you have to take personal responsibility for the part that you played in your life, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
You absolutely can't get to that third bubble without that, right? You can look at your childhood, accept that for what it is, because that's what I had to do. None of this I had any control over. None of this I played any part in it. None of this I could change. I was just a kid, right?
Yeah.
But because of that, at some point I made the wrong decision. And when at some point, right from wrong, maybe not in the beginning, um, because of the lifestyle and the things that I thought were normal, but at some point I knew better,
Well,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
And I kept doing bad shit, going to court, all the bad shit, all that middle bubble. I had to take full responsibility for it, because if I didn't, and I hadn't in the past, and that's why I kept going back to treatment and all of this stuff. Um, in prison, I was able to take personal responsibility for that,
Yeah.
even though it was uncomfortable, even though I didn't like it, even though people told me things about myself that I already knew, but I didn't want to acknowledge, and I didn't want to take personal responsibility for. But with doing that, God has blessed me in ways that I you it's only in a dream. Like today, I am living something that I dreamed of my whole life. You know, um, I just I'm super grateful. Like, I have a super 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 huge support system. Now, I might only reach out to like 4 or 5 of them. Okay, because my circle is kind of like this, only because it keeps me safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I have a array of people that I can call. However, there's like
Yeah.
2 or 3 people that I know is going to pick up, and I know that it's going to be honest with me. You know,
Yeah.
um, what recovery has given me, it has given me peace. It has
Mm,
given me, um, it has given me the true me. Like I'm not a bad person. Like I'm a good person. Like I wake up every day and I do the best I can not to be a piece of shit.
Yep.
And you know, everybody has different pathways to recovery. Okay. Um, I don't necessarily go to meetings.
I
I
don't need
will. I will if I know that I need one. Like when my brother passed, I went to a meeting. The reason why I say that is because meetings have gotten so out there that I'm not going to sit and listen to the bullshit, because my part of my recovery was straight to the point and straight raw. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I don't use any substances to avoid any type of feeling. I don't smoke pot, don't drink, don't do no kratom, don't do no nothing, don't none of that. It's
Yeah.
all raw.
Yep.
Um, and I surround myself with people that don't care to hurt my feelings, because if you tell me something is all right, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then there comes more behaviors that follow. I'm very, very particular with who I surround myself with, because I'll be damned if I put myself in a situation to where I'll be behind a trash can smoking crack. Okay,
Me,
not doing it.
God, me neither. I'm
Absolutely
staying
not.
away. You got like fucked up. You know what I mean?
Uh-uh.
I'm not. No. You know what
Absolutely
I mean?
not.
No.
My best,
Worst case scenario, girl, right here. Like I already know. I'm gonna play that tape all the way through. Like your friend was saying. Like I'm playing it. Like I'm not doing
honey.
that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm not. I don't even play no tape. I see it for what it is. And I'm like, I gotta go.
Bye.
I
Yeah.
want to stay at home and enjoy my mortgage, and I'm going to. That's what I'm doing. Okay, because
Me.
that's what's safe for me. I don't
Yes.
have a big support, the big old hangout. I'm not a clicky person, okay? Because I'm mouthy, and I would just rather not get myself in trouble.
Oh man. Not even on
I
a trash.
I said behind a trash can, Gracie. Yes.
Yes.
Um, I don't
Oh
hang
man.
around. I do not hang around with people that get high. I do not hang around with anybody that does no bullshit, because
Yeah.
you hang around at the barbershop long enough, you're gonna get your hair cut. Period.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
just don't.
Absolutely.
Um,
Was it hard for you to set boundaries at first?
I'm gonna honestly tell you no.
Mm.
Something in prison. I don't know what it was. I can't explain it to you, man. I really can't. Because there's no words for it. God did something for me that I couldn't do for myself, and when He did it good. And
Mm.
it's just like, I don't care if you're my child. I don't care if you're my mother. I don't care if you're my father. I don't care if you're my brother or sister. If you fuck with my peace, you got to go.
Mm.
Period.
It's the truth. Preach it.
Period.
It's the truth.
You,
It
you
has
just
to.
got to go.
It has to.
I
Because
have,
yeah.
listen, honey, I've waged war my whole life. I'm not doing it no more. I don't have to.
Me neither.
When them substances are out of your body and they're fully out of your body, and you've taken the steps to take personal responsibility, there's certain things that you're not going to fucking tolerate. I'm not going to let someone treat me any less than I deserve. Period. Point blank.
Mm. Preach it.
At
Yes,
all.
she is. I
I'm
like
not. Absolutely not.
like it. Girl,
No.
I'm with you. I'm the same way. I am the
I'll
same
I'll
way.
cut you off right now. I will cut
Yep,
you off right now.
same.
Right now.
Don't need you. Don't need
Mm-mm.
you.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah. And my recovery is not perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
There are things that I go through on a daily basis that need a further strength, which is God, or I might make a phone call, or I might talk to my husband. And I have a husband. You see that? One person I have dedicated the rest of my life to.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are a team. We are a team. So, like, that in itself is the. I prayed for somebody like him.
Mm.
And I really have. And he is a male version of me. That's what's fucking great. You know what I'm saying?
I
It
love
is.
it. Love it.
Yes, listen, he's great. You know, he is my 6'1" Xanax. When I'm just like up to my neck, he makes all the voices, all the everything just stop. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So, um, with baby holding with my other children, Like, I can sit and stew on that shit all day long, and I can put myself in a really bad situation with all the bad shit.
Yeah.
Today, I wake up and I am the mother that I wished I could have been to my other children. I am the mother that I prayed for, that I wanted growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like with baby Holden, I could actually love him and mean it. And I know that sounds real, real bad, but that's true. Um, it's not that I didn't love my other children, I just didn't know how.
That's it.
So, yeah, I just wake up every day and I'm a good mom to him. And I make sure that, he's safe. And I make sure that he's fed. And I make sure that he's clothed. And I make sure that he has way more than he needs. And today, like, I'm reliable, I'm dependable, I show up to shit. And I make sure that people like me have every opportunity to make sure that they never have to go through those things again, because I will make sure that they have what they need to make sure that they get to where they need to be. And the only way that they're not there is because they don't want to.
Yeah.
I dedicate my life to that. And it's not even a job. God knew what he was doing. He placed me in a position to help other people.
Yeah.
And I believe I had to go through those things because there's things that, people don't want to talk about. They're uncomfortable. They know they can talk to me about anything. And if I've been there, I'm going to tell you exactly. I'm just,
You have to.
I'm a super raw kind of person. And I think anybody that has met me thus far in my recovery knows that. I do. I just wake up and I'm a good mom today. And I'm a good wife. I know what that means. And, because I was married a couple times before this, but I didn't know what the meaning of it was. I just did it out of spite, really. But he's my best friend. He's my person. That's who I chose to struggle with for the rest of my life, despite what that looks like, And not to toot my own horn, I'm pretty fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? You can call me, and if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
If really, and I'm just the person that I'm straight. I'm just straight. I love you, Amanda. Hey, Mom, look at it. All right, Eeyore.
I was like, she'll probably know what that means. Yeah.
Yes, I know exactly what that means. I was, me and Gracie, we are trying to like mend some things. There's going to be some things that's going to take a long time. But she come and stayed up. She come stayed with me for a while, and there was a deer on the side of the road, and she's a little ditzy. She really is. She's like me, but she's a little ditzy. And I'm like, Sissy, look at that deer. And she said, huh? And I was like, all right, Eeyore. But I said a couple other things, so I'm not going to say on here. That's just between me and her. But it was super funny. Me and her laughed for hours about that. But the person I am today is not who I was 8 years ago. Absolutely not. I'm just completely different. And that's God, man. And that's surrounding myself with people that actually give a fuck not to hurt my feelings. Really.
So basically, prison saved your life, helped you.
It absolutely did. The women in there, the women in there, they didn't care to hurt my feelings. And because I was so embedded into me that I thought that I was this and I thought that I was that. I was absolutely not. And it took them to tell me that to my face. And then I'd have to go back to my cell and sit with what they said.
Oh, yeah.
I love you too, Nettie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it took a long time for me to get to where I am. A lot of bad shit. I hurt a lot of people. But if I hadn't gone through all of those things, if I hadn't had to go to prison because I hurt my baby, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't have learned the things that I've learned, and I definitely wouldn't have this calmness, this peace that I have. Girl, I'm telling you, I don't care who you are. Do not care who you are. You try to fuck with my peace, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go. I have built a life that only people see about in their dreams. Like, oh, and I don't smoke, so I'll be taking them mints, girl.
God, I used the mints.
We used to get some
Yes.
5-pound bags.
No, it's these
I don't
things. They
smoke no more either.
got nicotine in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used the lozenges, I used the patches, and then I went from those things to the vapes, from the vapes to the mints, the actual just mints, and I feel like I gained like 45 pounds.
We ain't gonna talk about that, baby.
I did though. I gained like 45 pounds, and now
Girl,
I can't get rid of it. It's fine.
Yeah, girl, I don't know what happened. I don't know what
love
happened.
to cook. I love food. It became my best friend. You know what I mean?
I love food.
I love making it, baking it. I just love food. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's like my new obsession, a new addiction.
Yes, I
It
love
does
food.
taste better. Isn't it like
It does.
tasting food for the first time when you
Yes,
actually
it
quit
is.
smoking? Nope. Just
Yes, it's completely different. Everything
so different.
changes. Everything
So
changes.
different. It's like there's that frog comes off your tongue, and it's like, I don't know. It's weird. He doesn't understand because he still does it. And I'm like,
Yeah,
you
no.
have to quit. You have to quit.
You really can't describe it, but
No.
yeah, food is
It's
good.
like a baby eating an ice cream cone for the first time. It's like, fuck, give me more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I thought food
Yeah.
was good when I quit meth, but damn, there's still no comparison. You know
No,
what I
there's
mean?
not. Absolutely.
No. The taste is just way different. Like you can actually taste things. It's
Yeah, it's
he
good.
doesn't believe me, girl. I'm telling you.
I can relate.
Yeah,
For sure.
see? I'm
I can
glad
relate.
that somebody else can tell him that I am not crazy.
Honey, I don't know if you are or not, because like people tell me I'm crazy all the time. I'm like, okay, we
I
might be,
probably am,
all right,
but
it works. Okay,
it does. It does.
it does. It's fine.
To quit smoking, you can taste food.
For sure.
I have not lived until you tried mom's food. Oh, I love food. She said you have not
Yes.
lived until you tried mom's food.
I can cook,
Nothing
actually.
like mom's food.
Yes, ma'am.
Me too. All right, so what would you tell a woman or somebody else out there who feels broken beyond repair right now? Write this down.
Okay, you might be broken, but God's going to take him broken pieces and he's going to make something. Let me see. What you think is broken, I'm going to say God's going to take every single one of those pieces and he's going to make you whole in a manner that you can't even fathom. You just can't. Because all of my broken pieces, and believe me, I was broken. And I thought that too. I was like, with all them times in treatment, I'm like, there's nothing that can be done. I've tried, but you didn't try. You didn't try shit.
Mm-hmm.
You had to hit a bottom that was so low, and you had to break in a manner that was just devastating. But when I put when I gave my will over to God, he took every single little piece and he placed them in a perfect form.
Mm-hmm.
He will take everything that you've ever done and turn it into something good.
He will take everything you've ever done and turn it into something good.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yes.
Aw, thank you. And even though like you did this sick, you did amazing, and you didn't even need me to like guide you. You know,
Honey,
She did it.
if
you
if I
nailed
was
it.
if I was feeling better, oh listen, honey. If I was feeling better, I'm really passionate. I'm really
Girl,
super, super passionate when it comes to my people. When I talk about my people, I'm talking about people in recovery, or people trying to get in recovery. If you feel like giving up, just hang the fuck on. Tie a knot at the bottom of that
Woo.
rope and hold on. Just hold on. You got to hang on. Sometimes that ride is super wild, but it'll pass. That storm will pass. And then things will get better. And then there will be another fucking storm. There's always going to be another storm. The
Another
only thing
storm.
that you're responsible for is your response. That's it.
That's good right there. The only thing you're responsible for is your response. That's gonna be your shirt, guys.
Yeah.
I take a statement from I just started this though. Like I take a statement that you guys make from each segment that I do with everybody, and then I turn it into a shirt and I put it on my store.
Well,
So
that's cool. I think this is going to be, I think, honestly, my personal opinion, there's still a lot of people that's untouched when it comes to finding the solution. Everybody's got a phone, though. Everybody's got a phone.
Yeah.
And then they see that and they're able to hear someone's story. And it might not be my story. It might not be the fourth, fifth, sixth person that you see's story, but it's going to be somebody, and somebody's shit's going to stick, and it's going to set with them.
Absolutely.
And then,
Well, it takes just a little bit of hope.
just something.
You spreaded it right now. You know what I mean? You did this. I don't. Not feeling good. You're like, but I'm going to push through it, girl, and I'm even going to be showered. That's what you told me.
But I didn't get a shower because this truck stop don't have a shower.
It's okay. But you did it though. Like
I did.
If you are not the definition of hope, then I don't know what is. Because listen, girl, you nailed it, and your story was inspiring. And I know you were sick, but girl, you did it. And I know like you helped somebody. You know what I mean?
Well, I did it because I told you I would. When somebody asks you, you're never supposed to say no. Mm-hmm. And then when I told you that I would, I will. I don't care if I don't feel good or not. I told you I would, so I will. And that's one thing in my recovery, that I show up to shit. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Well, that's a big difference for me. Yes, ma'am.
Stay away from them screen doors, though.
Man, listen.
I had to. I'm sorry.
Flat-footed on a dump truck. You hear me?
Yeah. Oh man, girl, you got this. I really hope that you feel better. We really, really appreciate you for coming and showing up and telling your story. And thank you just so much.
You're welcome, honey. Yes.
Yeah, we might have to bring you back just for a follow-up, just to just to bullshit, just to talk,
Well, just call me. Let me know. I'll be there.
Everybody, give her a big shout out. Thanks everybody for joining and commenting. It says, thank you for showing up, being honest, and reminding us that recovery isn't about responsibility. It is about responsibility, faith, and choosing to stay. That's good.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys
next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, by the way.
Happy New Year.
I could do New Year's, really.
And we want to thank every one of our new followers on Pages from Rock Bottom page. We're up over 100 followers. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Stacy, love you.
There'll be more to come.
Right, we're gonna be moving like the podcast over to Pages from Rock Bottom from our personal page to that page. Now that we have the followers, we can go live on it. So Monday.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to do really good. This is going to be a really good thing.
Yeah, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Listen, we went from like 70 something to 150. We're almost at 150 right now in 24 hours. So
good.
We need those
Make
followers.
It happen.
Yeah, and it's stories like
it,
bringing people together and just doing this, and we love doing it. It helps us just as much as it helps other people. Yeah. More than anybody knows, realistically, because like this is like our hype up during weeks. You know what I mean? Monday and Wednesday, we know we're gonna do Pages from Rock Bottom. We're gonna hear another amazing story. of somebody, who's made it, and this is still being, they can say that they're sitting here talking to us today. That's not something that most people can say that they, years ago, I didn't think I was going to live this long. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't think I'd make it to 30.
And I didn't think it was drugs that was going to kill me. I thought it was a crazy man. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the weird part. I'm sitting here today, and I'm like you.
Absolutely shouldn't be. Yeah.
Happy, and you start doing. I'm evidence. You're evidence. He's evidence that you start doing the right thing for yourself. Everything else just falls into place.
It does. It absolutely does.
And believe in God, because whether you go to church or not, you don't have to be a Bible thumper, like she said.
Honey, I don't care. I don't care if you believe a duck, a fish, a bird, a quack, quack. I don't care. As long as it's the power of greater than yourself, I don't care.
That's it, right there. Right there.
I know the only thing that kept me alive and kept my child alive at the same time, that wasn't me. There was something else at play here. So, and everything that I've been through.
It took a long time for me to really know the difference between religion and spirituality.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
There is a big difference. Like growing up, there was apostolic Pentecostal. You wear dresses and long hair, and you don't do this and you don't do that. There's a big difference. Like my higher power he knows how I talk. Okay. He knows every single hair on my head. He knows what's going to come out of my mouth before it comes out of my mouth. Me and him have a relationship where I rely on him, and he knows that I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Me in his image.
Exactly. Okay.
I don't know what he was thinking at the time, but he did.
God bless him.
Got a sense of humor, man.
Girl.
I'm serious. Like I do. My life is not mine, it's his. And he's put me in a position where I can work, he can work through me and help other people, and that's what I do.
Well, you keep helping other people, and you keep doing you, boo, and you're an amazing person, and I just got to say thank you one more time. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we do.
I love you too, Josh.
Aww.
Hopefully that's my brother-in-law soon, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Joshua Cummings.
Yes.
There you go. Yep, that's him.
Yeah, my guy. Good people.
Aww.
Yeah, but have you maybe started a podcast for people that have long-term sobriety? Because too, like, we go through shit, and that's like that's not really like further discussed, really. You know what I'm saying? Like the struggles of people in long-term recovery, like the things that they go through. You know what I'm saying? And we don't pick up dope no matter what. Like no matter what, I'm not going to pick up dope. And just because we don't put dope in our system, in our bodies, doesn't mean that we don't go through trials and tribulations.
Right.
And being able to connect, being able to connect with someone that's got 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and say, hey, have you been through this? What are some things that you've done to like help you get through that mentally? Because that's a mental disease, right? So like,
we'll get them.
We go through shit. You know what I'm saying? We still go through shit. There's still days where I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And have everything that I could ever want in life.
Nice. And you're just ready to say fuck everything. Yep. Been there. But I take a step back and I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
I'm like, are you slow? I do this to myself a lot. I'm like, you need to stop it right now. This is me a lot of the times. Stop it.
Yes.
I'm super, super grateful. And, I am super grateful for the life that I have today and the things that I have. And it's not really material. It's more of an inside thing that I'm grateful for. And the years and years and years of healing, because still yet there will be shit that pops up that I have to deal with that I'm still healing from. But it's been many, many years. It's a work in progress. Throughout your whole life, you're still going to struggle. We need those people that still struggle, and they still need that person that they can talk to. That's, not to say bad, but, I need advice from somebody that has 10, 12 years, because they've already been through that.
Oh, yeah.
Not that somebody with 1 or 2 months can't give me wisdom, because they absolutely can.
Absolutely.
They can absolutely help me out. but also having that connection with people that have multiple years and say, hey man, like I'm at this phase of my life and like I'm struggling with this. I'd like to have somebody that I could be like, hey, what have you done? You know, when you was 8 years clean, how did you approach that situation?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can't ask somebody that question that ain't been there yet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And expect to get a legit answer. I would do this. I'm sure you would. You know? I don't know. I'm super grateful for people that's coming in. Man, for the ones that are just getting started, just hang the fuck on. Here's your rope, and you're at the
Yes.
bottom of it. You're gonna wrap your feet around it. You're gonna tie another knot, and you're gonna hold on.
Yeah,
You're
and
just
you're gonna keep
holding.
climbing, and you might
Yes,
fall when you get your ass up to that top, but you got them knots. You don't put them knots in that rope. You can get your ass back up that rope.
right. Keep going. Keep
Yes,
pushing. Keep
don't give
pushing
up.
because I'll tell you, with
Worst thing you're
you,
gonna do is fail. You're gonna fail. How many times have
you're
we
gonna
done that in life?
multiple. Okay,
So many.
I still do. I still wake up and
Same.
I'm still like, that was bullshit. You know, like take a personal inventory, a little short inventory of yourself. I shouldn't have said that shit. I shouldn't have acted like that. You wake up the next day, you do your very best not to act like a little fucking shithead. Okay, that's what you do. You take
Yeah.
it. You take an inventory of what you did that day before that you didn't like so much about yourself, and you fucking fix it the next day. That's the that you have the ability to wake up that next day, God willing, to fix
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Don't be a
Work on
piece of
not
shit.
turning yourself
That's
back into the old you.
yeah. That's my advice. Just wake up every day and don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick, Karen.
That's self-talk for me for sure.
Felicia.
Yeah, there you go, Felicia. Don't be a
Yeah.
dick,
God.
Felicia. Karen, whoever you are today. Or Ken, don't be a Ken.
Don't,
Don't be like that.
yeah. So
You ain't gotta be like that.
yeah,
We
you
got
just
this, girl.
relax.
We're gonna keep trucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though you're in truck right now, we're gonna keep trucking. We're gonna wake up. We're gonna wake up tomorrow. We're gonna be better than we were today.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'm gonna do my best to be better than I was today.
I'm going to absolutely do my best to try to be better tomorrow.
Yes, yes, I hope so. No dump
Personal
trucks
growth,
or screen doors.
man. Absolutely. I hope not. I hope absolutely hope not.
I hope not for you too. Get you
Yeah.
some Pepto or something.
I
Hopefully you
I
feel better.
did.
Yep.
Still didn't work. Okay.
What was it that you gave me?
Medium.
Imodium.
I don't know. My husband got me some these little pills from the little truck stop or whatever. So hoping and praying I get some
Probably
sleep tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully it works. I'm gonna take like two of them, man. It was bad. I was like, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a bad time.
Man, truck stops got their own fucking economy. You walk in to buy something like, it's like $2 at Walmart, not a fucking truck stop. You're gonna pay like $11. Like, what the
Well,
fuck, dude?
because they know that's the only option. The only
Yeah.
option. They
They know truckers are coming in there. They're gonna eat. They're buying some pop, snacks for the road.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
And everything's $3 more.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's true. That is true.
Absolutely is. And the appreciation that I have for this man, when I tell you, like I like the time that I have with him, but the appreciation that I get when I get to go home and I get to lay in my king size bed when he has to lay on this fucking cot in the
Oh.
freezing cold. Like I am so grateful.
Mm.
Like I said, this is only something you find in a dream. I'm telling you, I got a good one. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. Well, good. We are happy that you were in a great place and that you're helping people and that you continue to help people and that you're building a relationship back with your kids and you're doing great in life. You're an inspiration. And
I
I've
appreciate that.
loved talking to you. You know what I mean?
Well, you can always call me. We can always shoot the shit. I don't care.
We are friends on Facebook now.
Yes, I might not be super live today, but you could ask anybody. I'm 100%. I'm team whoever wants to get clean.
Oh,
And I like people. Honestly, I really do. I'm a people person.
same,
But
same.
my corner, my circle's super small.
Are
That's what you have to learn that in recovery. You have to learn that there's certain people you just can't fuck with.
Yeah, and you have to set boundaries with yourself
And,
so you don't cross them boundaries to go hang out with them people.
I'm not
yeah,
even
because
sure.
I get violence. Okay, I can get violence, so I don't.
You have to.
I would rather. I'm not going to give you anything to use against me. And if I feel like I have to do that with an individual, then that's not my person.
Yep, there
You
you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
Yep, you said it.
Because you hurt my feelings, I get violence. So I don't give you an opportunity to do that.
Did I get violence?
Yes.
Yes. Do not hurt nobody's feelings. Do not hurt her feelings. Do not hurt my feelings. Violence.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. No, violence for real.
I love it. Great being you. I hope you feel better.
Oh,
You
I
know,
do too.
yeah, just let's see what this last oh my god, Brandy. That's my auntie. I love you. Help me.
Well, you exactly know who you can call, but you are unwilling to do what it takes to get there. When you are, you have my number.
Mm. And she said it. And then Amanda says allegedly.
Allegedly, though. I love her.
Allegedly.
She should be able to tell her story on here. I'm gonna tag her.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you can hear me right now, so you can just put on a little dotty dotty dot. When's the time and date, my guy?
I have the 5th open, Amanda.
Oh, that sounds great, Amanda Elizabeth. To the violence.
She's like, yes.
Yeet yeet.
Oh, what is wrong? Oh God. Everybody, we will see you. Oh God, Monday. We appreciate you.
Has to
Thank
be a
you so much.
Wednesday. Oh, we can work that out too.
Yeah, we can work that out, Amanda. We can definitely work that out. That's terrible. Our dog is having a whole meltdown every.
Mom, it's time to go. It's time to go, please.
Looking over there, and I'm like, and I smell it. I'm like, oh my God.
You gotta go get your patience.
Oh, he's like, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change.
Oh, that's great.
Just shitting everywhere. That's terrible. Oh my God, she smells like somebody crawled up in her and died. I got it. All right, everybody. Thank you, Brandy. We appreciate you. Everybody have a great night. And remember, we're going Monday. We're moving to Pages from Rock Bottom page. So if you guys, I'll be sharing the link still on my page, but it'll be on the Pages from Rock Bottom. If you do not follow it, go follow it. I will put the link in the comments after we deal with a mess. And I will make your show.
All right.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Having a good night, everybody. And Happy New Year's.
You too. Happy New Year's.